Power on. Adapter mode. Pairing. Power off.
Okay, is that sorted? No, it hasn't. Okay, is that sorted? Right, okay, guys. Hey, guys, it's Doug's come back to you with another Overwatch stream. It is a new season, and we're going to be getting in, see what the new season's about. And I've played a few games, and it does definitely look amazing.
Power off.
Okay. Right, guys, basically trying this for at least today. Basically, for a good while, there's ever so often been a weird racketed sign. Also, there is a bunch of stuff that I do need to mark a scene. There's ever so often a random buzzing sound. I've had no idea what that buzzing sound is. Turns out it's my headset. I don't know why. I have no idea why. Because again, I tried connecting the wire. I've currently got it on Bluetooth with my charger connected into it because I basically use a headset. It means I've still got a headset that I can use to still speak to people, and it means I've got something that's at least cost effective. And because of this, I've never known what the buzzing sound is, because again, I do a quick about 10-15 second check before I film to make sure mic's functioning and all that lot, to make sure I can hear my voice and all that lot, just make sure all that's functioning. I do roughly the same thing with stream. Usually this ends up happening about halfway through, and I never know until editing. And then when it comes to editing, I'm like, oh fuck. So yeah. So hopefully this works. Hopefully, I will probably try and do a test after stream just to see. But anyway. Yeah, guys, today it is Season 3 of Overwatch. It's a new season, and time to get into fun. Now, before anyone does ask why I almost have enough on day 1 to get... Oh, Legend 2. To get the new mythic, well... I've entered 142. I don't know how. I don't really want to know how. Basically, guys, usually what happens is I end up around the 21 mark because I get the additional 20 levels with the Premier part of the Battle Pass instead of the Ultimate. I go Premier. It's cheaper and a lot more cost effective. and I usually end up there, but I already ended up there, and when doing it, I was like, okay, so it's automatically just being applied. I thought Battle Pass had, and I'm like, when I came from like my first game, it's like, oh, I didn't get the Battle Pass. When I did, I then instantly, that's kind of cool. Instantly ended up at 43. Again, not gonna complain because it does potentially mean this has happened once before now. But going quickly through the stuff on the Battle Pass, I might jump into a quick game comp. I don't know yet. It will all depend. Not bad for his skin, to be fair. It's kind of nice. But guys, basically the only reason I typically don't just use Bluetooth for my headset for filming or streaming is because I never know how much power my headset's on. I have no idea what was making the random buzzer sound, but it's definitely coming from the wire connection. So, but we do have a new Lucio skin. Apparently there is a new rarity with skins. I mean, considering it's an epic, Hazards does look pretty decent. I've not really taken a look at this because, again, I get the Battle Pass anyway, so... Plus, I saw a lot of his Mythic and it looked cool. I'm saying now, we're getting further and further away from Genji skins looking like Genji, into a point where it's like, this just looks, that to me just looks like another swordsman with a metal arm. It looks like the opposite of, Bucky. Then doesn't look too bad. And then the final skin is a legendary skin for Sombra, which she's not had a skin for a while. And I think trying to remember, I think Domina got one. No, I was wrong. That is Domina's new skin. That looks surprisingly good. Like Heartbreaker does look decent. I sometimes read them in the shop. I don't exactly know when. But I could have sworn that I saw something about that being a new rarity. Again, could be wrong. So yeah, guys. Last season, my comp progress was this. I'm gonna do one game basically. That would have been nice if they were higher. Basically, I'm only gonna chuck one game. Just because I know it's gonna be horrible. There is a new, I think, a potential new game mode, Neon Junktown, or at least it's a 5v5 game mode. I would have loved Quick Play Arcade, more specifically Overwatch Classic. I probably wouldn't have checked the game in because there is a new hero in the game. Now, a hero who I've not spent much time looking at, but I am going to use. I've talked about it most recently in a video game that last Saturday that has done really well, surprisingly. I was expecting it to do decent because my Overwatch content typically does okay. I wasn't expecting it to outperform everything that I've done in the last several months. The only thing that's outperforming that video at the minute is the first episode of Graphmon, and even then, that's done stupidly well considering myself down. But again, if you are new around it, please like, comment, subscribe. If you are watching this after. Or if you are still new. She has a Cyber Biker skin, which... It's part of, like, I wish it was a easier way of being able to get the Ultimate Battle Pass skins. Because I do like it. More than most... And that's just reminding me of something I don't know what. Like, I don't really like the pink on pink. Same for the blue on blue. I think the green with the black, like the black bodysuit sort of aspect, even though it's not, she's a Omnic. Along with the yellow, just looks nice. For now, until I do get a legendary skin for her, I am just going to equip random But guys, if you want Cyberbiker, that's the price of it. Now, the only reason I don't want to get it is because I don't like the Cassidy skin. I kind of like the Cyberbiker skin, and I potentially might end up going against this anyway and getting it at some point. I would seriously complete the Battle Pass quicker than anything from doing it. If I'm gonna do it, I'd want to do it before I get to level 60. So within like the next week, maybe 2. Just because after that, it's basically pointless. But going along the additional name things, now guys, from level 85 to level 200 for the Battle Pass, it's basically down to the fact of people who are pure complete 100% completists. I'm debatable when it comes to it. There's Spider-Man games which I'm 100% completist. I don't play them unless I'm going to 100% get the plat for them. But that's because the Spider-Man PS4 plat was my first plat. Because before I'd completed that, I wasn't really into collecting and getting plats. And it's not, and one, it was the first game I played on PlayStation, but 2, it wasn't because of that. It took me, 2-3 years before I'd even decided to. I just randomly been playing through it, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to go for the plat for this. We have Tourist, Street Rebel, Claw Machine Pro, Cafe Cutie, Festival Foodie, Spellbound Mage, Sweetie, and then for the last one, Over Cafetine. But guys, I'm going to quickly talk about a couple of things why I do actually load into comp. And it's something that I briefly will end up mentioning in tomorrow's video. There will be a video out tomorrow. It will be a Minecraft one, and it's something I've basically said I'm going to do for the last week or so. Something I said I didn't want to do last week, because the only time I'd be able to film it was my birthday, and even then I ended up filming an Overwatch video.
Vote for your map.
But the thing I'm going to talk about now that I briefly end up mentioning in tomorrow's video is, because again, that was filmed yesterday, is Overwatch and Marvel Rivals prioritizing a role that does not need to be prioritized? Not privatized, but put 100% effort into. So I'll quickly mention Marvel Rivals in this, and then I'll get to Overwatch, because Overwatch I do know a tiny bit more when it comes to the roster.
Choose hero bands.
So there is basically in quick play. This is a bit more of a different roster. Damn it. So there's a band score now. She's only just been added into the game. Jeez. Which I'll get to in a second. But guys, Marvel Rivals is... Why the fuck is that between Gold 2? But Marvel Rivals last select the characters were this season of Marvel Rivals, so season 8. There's been, I'm going to just say tank, DPS support, tank vanguard, support strategist, DPS duelist. So last season, this season we had Cyclops, who is a DPS character, and Devil, a tank. I say tank, DPS, and that lot because one, the Steinbella. Because I'm sorry, when I think strategist, I think smart. I think the smarter characters of the, Marvel Universe. And in that case, Reed Richards, Tony Stark, they're both DPS. And then last season we had Black Cat, then White Fox. I can't remember who was the season beforehand. But season 5, when I die I'll actually double check. Season 5, actually I'm gonna quickly double check. Why actually still focusing on the game. It is comp.
will not be cast out like common refuse.
Whoa! I'm actually on fire!
So, guys, Season 8, duelist-wise, DPS was Cyclops, and then Tank was
Freeze!
Devil.
Don't move.
Season 7, we had Black Cat, who was a duelist, DPS, and then we had White Fox, who was a support. Season 6 was Deadpool, which was in all three, so it's kind of counterproductive. And then we had Elsa Bloodstone, who was another DPS. So we had 2 DPSs that season. Season 5, we had Rogue and Gambit. Yeah, Season 5 was the last season that we had a non-DPS character introduced into the game. And by non-DPS, I mean there wasn't a DPS character introduced during that season. Super Mabel. And then Overwatch, this season we've had a hero called Shabon. Our season was Serana. And then season 1 we had, yes, we had one of each role, but we also did have 2 DPSs. It'd be nice if this, jumped me up to, several places in silver. I don't think it will.
With the method.
First round. One.
Yahi param vastavika hai. A barrier.
Score 1.
1-0. Considering there was a goal on the World 2 on someone's team. Doing well.
So, don't take it personally when I get the most kills, eh?
I mean, with Nuclear Bomb Diva, no one would.
Work hard for me, dears. I'll be rewarding my favorites.
Domina, that's a weird way to make that sound creepy. Because it's rewarding someone for doing a good job, and then there's the Domina side, which just made it sound a lot more creepy than it really needed to be. Because she could have literally just said, do a good job and you'll be rewarded. Although it is the way you say it too. But yeah, so good. And then again, have to begin the season 1. Yeah, we did one of each, but 2 DPSs. We do not need normal DPSs in either game for a good 2 seasons.
Perhaps still room for refinement. Setting charge.
Now we need to take back points. I'm resting on bomb.
I will teach them a lesson in failure.
They've got numbers on us.
I break gold mode.
I need to reload. In my sincerest gratitude.
Damn it.
Let's shake things up.
I mean, the fact that we have, what, 3 DPS?
This cannot stain my record.
I think for Overwatch's sake, people are going to start banning DPS as a priority thing. Like, Sombra already does get banned, and Widow does every so often. Serena and Vendetta get banned a decent bit. But I said this last season, I'll say it again. Banning Sombra just means the fact of that she then really just becomes to a point where she's not playable. Which I know some people would want.
I'll be making some
Then it's just a case of those who like playing Sombra.
Down. Now's our chance.
And what's going to happen is, I've got a feeling, even if, Blizzard themselves to turn around and be like, we'll rework from Sombra completely, people would still ban her. Because it'd be a case of, no, Sombra, she caused me so much problems back in the day. Yeah, back in the day. At this point, get over the fear.
You're trying to make me sick, aren't you? Why, thanks. Let's shake things up.
But yeah, both games do have a DPS from. Because guys, in all honesty, when White Fox got added into Marvel Rivals, I was like, yeah, this is cool. I was much more excited for Black Cat though. They put a lot more attention into Black Cat too. Like, oh, look at Black Cat. And with this season, why I've loved playing what I have with Devil Dinosaur, which is a lot more annoying since Cyclops being added into the game. I was a lot more excited for Cyclops. I'm a big fan when it comes to the X-Men on the Marvel side. I mean, to be fair, I wasn't really fussed about either Deadpool or else Bloodstone. And then when it comes to Rogue and Gambit from Season 5, I was more excited for Rogue. And then, when it comes to Overwatch's last 7 characters, yeah, I've played a decent bit of Dominant, I've played a decent bit of Mizuchi. I've played a few games of Jetpack Cat. I think I've played like 1 or 2 games as Emery. But I've enjoyed playing Anran a lot more. I've enjoyed playing Serena a lot more, and I've definitely been decently excited about the new character. Please. But yeah, I've definitely been more excited about the new characters, which are DPSs. Don't get me wrong, I love playing DPS. I know Reaper may not have. But and here is the but. We need more tanks and support. Like, the supports in Overwatch aren't too bad. You do actually have a decent selection. Yeah, you are going to see a lot of games for things like Kiriko, Mercy, Anna. The odd game with something like Moira and Zen.
I wonder if Chukanyo misses me. I'll kick his butt if he doesn't. When the chips are down, I'll have your back.
I'll find my own path.
See, for like now. I'll say this now. If someone does generally go, hey, do you mind switching so I can play tank? I will generally won't. I generally don't mind. But if I'm playing DPS and someone's like, hey, do you mind switching so I can play DPS? My initial reaction is going to be, you mean you want to play the one more that I barely play? Plus, I say it deep down, I'm a Reaper main. I'm more of a Surfer main these days. We do have one on Steam now too. I mean, to be fair, we had one for a little while. But yeah, Rivals has the problem of... Rivals has the problem over the last 3 years. Which, to me, does make Overwatch the slightly miller game, because I've never heard anyone say... Nah, I mean, to be fair, actually, no, I've heard people win 20 DPS players on Overwatch more. I've won 20 DPS players on Overwatch more than once. how they're all glory honks and how they're all like, we must play DPS now. But Marvel Rivals has a problem of, right now you have poke DPSs, characters who are going to be good at being able to, you know, deal with things. Which means a lot of tanks and a lot of Vanguard players don't want to play tank or Vanguard, like, don't want to play tank. Or Vanguard, like tank Vanguard, they don't want to play they don't want to play the role. They don't want people to essentially be this person that, you know, die with me, no one's touching the point why I'm on. And guys, both games do definitely have characters where they do kind of just get down to the simplistic point. For the most part,
I don't give up that.
Can't 100% speak for Rivals, at least support strategist wise.
Understood.
But Overwatch has cases of you have tanks who are I'm your shield, Sigma, Reinhardt, and Riss is decently bulky, Zarya. Winston has a bubble shield. Then you have strategist support who are purely healer, Mercy. Anna, Ilari, and then you have DPS, which is for the most part just kill everything that moves.
Time to get clever.
And then Rivals has the same with things like Magneto, Luna Snow, although she's definitely more like Kiriko in the sense of she can do both. But yeah, like I said, not 100% when it comes to. But it does, because role-wise and what characters specifically do. Like, I have a few very specific characters in Marvel Rivals that I play that I'm good at. I've not memorized every character in that. Unlike Overwatch, where you can ask me most characters, I can tell you the basic stuff. Like I said, I can tell you the basics. Like I can tell you what character Genji, if you don't know he's deflecting or shooting at him, he could deflect the shots into you.
Let's get back to it.
Watch out for Sigma offloading or Zarya for offloading a load of gunfire into them. They could just take it and power themselves up. Watch out for Kiriko if you hit someone with essentially a status condition. Someone needs to get the point.
The Fox Spirit is still with me.
And this one I was only playing one game at home. That range should not exist. Guys, I get it, it's the first game, new season, comp's gonna be the living hell. Which is why I didn't want to play it, but again, wanted to prove my point again. I am not touching comp until next week, and even then, it'll be one game until I do start winning games. Because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end back in bronze. Guys, a silver 5 should not be getting the games with gold. Like, a silver something should not be getting games with platinum diamond. I mean, overall, I did pretty decent. The only thing I can think of is they threw the first game because we won that way too easily. Like I say, barely still silver. And I know that's basically what people watch this one because they want to see the comp perspective, but again, I'm not risking my comp score for nothing. Comp info. Platinum players I've been putting games through in the last season shouldn't be happening. I was in silver. I get if I was in gold, I was in high-end silver. Silver 2, silver 3. You're telling me silver 2, silver 3 players can get into games with platinum? Which, again, I get it, but at the same point, I would put a space between bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond. Because I've seen how a few platinum players play, and it's like, it does completely feel like a different division, which it is. But it also does just feel like I'm getting fucked for no reason. Like, honestly, tell me why my rank is being sent through hell. Because this is like, yeah, we're gonna. No. I am just gonna see how it overall functions over the next few seasons. I'm gonna chuck into a 5v5 Neon Jug City because I do want to test a new hero. Again, I will do one game comp next few weeks until I do start winning games. And if I end up in bronze, if I end up in like bronze 2, maybe like bronze 2 or 3, I will be skipping comp. I will be boycotting it. Because it shouldn't be happening. Because I've got a gut feeling I'm going to end up packing bronze 1, bronze 5, and not anything will happen for about 4 or 5 seasons. I don't want to go back to the old comp system that was in Overwatch 2. And it felt like season 11, 12, maybe 13 was when that changed. I don't want to have to wait 2-3 years because roughly we get to about season 6 this year, maybe. We're on season 3, 3 new characters this year because they've introduced 7. They said 10 for this year. Yeah, so we get to about season 6 this year, roughly. That's not like 2 per 1, it's about 6 months left of the year, so yeah. And even then, we've only just entered, so I'm presuming we'll get to about season 5. Again, not 100% sure. Again, I would love for Overwatch to win us to pay some new heroes per season. I didn't really mind waiting a season every other season. I think it is down to the simple fact of Overwatch, no. Marvel Rivals will soon go past some characters. The only reason they haven't is because Overwatch had a full decade to get a full set of rosters. Overwatch started with, what, 20, maybe 30 characters? I think it was something like 20. And then Overwatch 2, by the beginning of Overwatch 2, there was like 30 probably. Now, although what does their gold weapons look like? You know what, they look nice. But next gold weapon I'm 100% Gallon is... Now, something I would love to come to this game, and I'm surprised Blizzard hasn't, is, because if, for the most part, a cosmetic item, the ability to purchase points. Yet they want to basically get people to play comp. But at the same point, if, like, it would have to be something reasonable. Like, for instance, say 3,000 was, like, say, 50. I'd say reasonable. That's not reasonable, but we both know Blizzard wouldn't charge anything less. Or even if it was just a case of 500 was 5 quid. For 1,000 it was like 12. I'm gonna pick Last because if we do get someone playing tank, I will happily play support. But I'm not willingly picking the support character if we're just gonna get 14 DPS.
I'll find my own path.
As well, this is new map. I've recently played it. I've not spent that much time on it. It does definitely look cool.
Functionality looks good. One last diagnostics check couldn't hurt.
We know why we're here. Let's get to it.
But yeah, this season has definitely been interesting, even though it's only day 1.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commencing.
But like I say, guys, it is day one. A bunch of no, I'm going to refer to them as sweats. A bunch of sweats are on. I will try and comp next week, and if it is an improvement, then I will willingly hold my hands up and be like, okay, comp's not broken. Just all the sweats came up a bit earlier. And I will willingly say the same in 3 weeks. But, and I'm saying this as a big but, what will happen is I will then completely stop playing comp for the last 2 weeks of the season and the first 2 weeks of the season. Meaning there'll only be a month period of time where I am playing comp. Other than one game per thing. Which is why this wasn't a rank up thing, guys. I'm not trying to rank up. Not with everyone basically on elimination mode. And again, I do get it. Don't jump into comp unless you're willing to deal with like everyone, like, and it's like, yeah, okay, I get it. Day one, I get it. But at the same point, also, guys, the thing I did just mention, the fact that don't jump into comp, was a thing that I saw about people referencing to the fact of, if you want to play Cyclops, don't jump into comp. And it's like, no, I would like a balanced team. And if Rivals does include role queue, which I can honestly see them doing, Overwatch didn't somewhat have the problem. In a case of where I never get to play DPS anymore. I'm not even kidding, guys. The only time I ever play DPS in this game now is if I'm on screen. Or recording. Because other than the 3 games a day that I do to get the dailies done for this game, get the battle pass done, I don't play additional games. And to get those done, I do quick play. And in quick play, it's roll queue because it's kind of weak. Like, from complete 3 games in roll queue. Those are all rolls. Complete. Number 2, which to be fair, basically should just be 1. Although I will take the 3 thing. It's play 3 games in roll queue or play 3 games as all rolls. Which, to be fair, the reason I say they could be the same thing, there is no difference. Granted, it could just be in case of play 3 games in roll queue, and you can play 3 games of DPS. Play 3 games in all rolls means you have to click all rolls. And I'm hoping this doesn't end up in a case of where DPS outrules everything and you're stuck with DPS players. Because guys, that's not how you win games. So getting back to my listen, you should be able to jump into comp on day 1, the competitive side of the game, and not instantly being bombarded with about 50 different DPS players. Guys, Marvel Rivals has an 18 vs 18 game mode. I don't know whether it's a constant thing or whether it's a certain period of point. I think at the minute it is limited. But it comes up every so often. Yes, I was one of those players playing DPS, but I'm pretty sure most players now are playing DPS. So, also, is it something on the fact of I'd like to play the new Power Ranger. I'd like to get to know what their abilities and powers are. And guys, it's the reason why I do jump into, it's the reason I did it with Cyclops last week. Guys, I played several games of Marvel Rivals since, and I probably will check a couple more in after stream, just to get that battle pass complete. But I've still not been able to get into a game where I've been able to play Cyclops. I can't remember what character it was. Deadpool, it took a little while. I think Roga was able to play her somewhat quickly after she was into the game. Gambit, I don't know whether I've played today, but that's down to personal choice. It's a case of he's a strategist. If I'm playing strategist like support, I'm gonna play, Luna Snow, who's good. Invisible Woman, who is good, and White Fox, who is pretty decent.
Spirit is still with me.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Although definitely will say I do like the new Domina skin. But I would like for me to get into a normal game of Rivals and just play the new characters without needing to go into, because guys, the reason I do jump into an arcade game mode, more specifically the Characters range, is because one, it gives me a bit of time to learn what the character can do and all their powers and test them out, but it doesn't really give me a chance to see how they operate in, for lack of a better word, a war zone.
You shouldn't have.
Which isn't the correct term of words, but half the time it may as well feel like I'm like up against the stupid forces. And those stupid forces are DPS players. I honestly do think it would be interesting if DPS got banned for like a month to see what players would basically do. I honestly do think for that month you'd have a drop in percentage by about 50-60%. Which would be a lot. But then both Overwatch and Marvel Rivals, why a drop in percentage? Even if they did it for, like, say, 2 weeks, which I think a week or 2 weeks would be enough, you'd have a bunch of players basically being like, no, I'm out. Now, Overwatch does, because you have a bunch of the people who basically come on, get the Battle Pass complete within, like, 2 weeks, and go. But also, guys, something new Marvel Rivals, not Marvel Rivals, Overwatch have fallen in, which I don't really see the point is. I get it. Basically, they've got something similar to what Marvel Rivals has. You can go to specific roles. Now, in Quick Play specifically, this is what opens up as. If you get put into tank, you only see your tank character specifically. DPS, you only see your DPS character specifically. Support, you only see your support character specifically. If you want to see all of them, then this is what you can get. There is currently a new event up. Win a game 3 different days this week. Okay. So you just need to win 3 games on 3 different days. Shouldn't be too hard. But yeah, so there's a new event up for the new character. For fun, I'll chuck an 8v8 mystery duel. Stream potential might end up ending early, but I will try and spend some time. Also, guys, what I'm hoping for the fact that it isn't actually the wire. Because why I don't have a problem with basically recording Bluetooth, it does become a lot more annoying when recording over a couple hours span. Because I don't wear the headset and I just have it set down, and because I'm not and again, because I'm not speaking to anyone, I then don't know whether my controller headset, whether the headset dies or not. Now, what I am doing every so often is just double checking. And it's just because I have stream playing on my phone. And I'm just double checking my phone every so often. And the reason I'm stream playing on my phone is because, one, it makes it a lot easier to see the comment, to see if anyone does, message or anything. Because right down where it says where you can see the back button is basically where they pop up. But when I see one pop up, I can quickly check and like, oh, and blah blah blah. I did forget Mystery Death War match was kind of a pain to get into. But guys, again, there is a new thing. It's a motion comics for the character. But if any of you haven't seen the new video and just want to quite quickly see the new trailer, I have got a dedicated video into it.
No. Please! It won't happen again! I swear!
Now, for the most part, she kind of does look sort of humanist. Again, if you want my full thoughts.
What
I'm not going to show most of it because, again, if you want to see the full thing,
We have the
go and check out the most recent video. Actually, so guys, going back in Marvel Rivals case all the way back to season 4 and 3. Season 4 there was Angela and Daredevil. Season 3 was Blade and Phoenix, or Phoenix and Blade. I don't remember which one came first. I think it was Phoenix and Blade. Which explains why I always thought Blade was in the game. Because I remember getting Phoenix, I remember seeing Phoenix at the beginning. And then Season 2 was Emma Frost and Ultron. Season 2 and Season 5 are the only 2 seasons where we didn't get a single new DPS. And then Season 1, we had... the Fantastic Four family, which I will say now set a really bad precedent, because they give 2 new heroes per every month. They give a new hero every month. 2 heroes per season sort of case. And back when that came out, at the beginning we had Mr. Fantastic and Sue Storm, Invisible Woman. And it was like, why not the rest of the Fantastic Four family? Now, they could have basically made everyone wait an additional season.
4, 3, 2.
Juno. Guys, I'm going to do absolute terrible at this, but this is kind of why I like Mystery and Deathmatch. You have no idea who you're jumping into, which is why I like knowing who is who basic abilities.
Breaking me down just builds me up.
But this does get very much chaotic because you're basically have everyone jumping on top of each other.
Someone needs to chase these shadows.
Cassidy!
Enemy needs 15 kills to win.
So it's like the first to 20. I don't know I managed to sneak out of that. Like, seriously, how? Oh, I'm playing Cassidy for once. Which is a miracle. Well, this worked. Beast level!
Consider yourself slain.
Oh, you lucky Hinan. Granted, Winston and Yelling You, which didn't count for a kill for me, but you still lucky thing. That was closer. I mean, I'm in the top 3. Junker Queen.
Spend every lifetime growing into who you truly are.
Okay, what am I getting punished for? Now, this basement area is usually deadly as anything when it comes to this.
Happy to be of assistance.
Just because you have everyone. you know, and then you look at the bitch, and you have everyone, but you have like 4 or 5 people just down there going da 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 da. I mean, top 4.
One magical step.
Oh, back at you now. She, was there a heal pack? No, that was up there. Sneaky bitch. I hate heal packs in this. Okay, where's the sniper? I mean, I heard the shot, but where?
10 kills to win.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that wasn't going anywhere until someone did manage to knock someone off them.
Perfect world is shaped by
Hey,
my
Domina.
hand.
You're actually good for this. And weirdly. Ah, okay. No. See, I usually do anything else in these because what happens is I get targeted very early. Keeping your hands up.
Vengeance will find you.
And all honesty, being last isn't that bad. Oh, I hate we are.
Pain is
Yes!
to master.
Oh, I'm gonna be so annoyed when I die. I'm 100% gonna be devastated. Game routine, this is just kind of bad.
Enough with your breathing.
I will say though, I do definitely like her. No! No! Damn, that's just cruel. This is just mean. I was spent years being a nightmare of Reaper.
Enemy needs 10 kills to win.
Damn it. To be fair, I may as well basically be fair, 'cause it's kind of fine.
We're charged soldiers now.
Enemy needs 10 kills to win.
The difference is, where is everyone? I mean, I'm in 4th. Damn it. I mean, yeah, I think that's taken by Reaper.
I always deliver.
Freya! Someone who not played more, like, Freya's one of those characters that I love playing, because she's really cool. I'm just terrible at it. But I want to play more of. Because immobility is one of her greatest advantage, but like with power, I've not maximized it.
One magical step at a time.
This game's trying to tell me I should be a support player. Because I'm a mixed type. Meaning I'm basically doing whatever role the team needs.
60 seconds remaining.
Which usually does end up being support of mine.
Pulsar's out.
Enemy
Defense.
reached 5 kills to win.
Spend every lifetime growing into who you truly are. Over here!
30 seconds remaining.
I mean, actually, you'd be doing me a favor, thank you.
Enemy needs 4 kills to win. 30 seconds remaining. Enemy needs 3
I'll put it
kills.
all on the line.
I've made no favorite. I'm not a big fan of Lifeweaver. His style of play is weird.
Seconds remaining.
Like, he's a support player, but he does play, like, okay, something there too. As a support team, but you never see them do it.
1 kill.
Yeah. Sneaky squid. Jeez.
Play of the game.
Oh, gone with the wind.
And practice range because I actually want to get to mess around with the character for more than 30 seconds. So she has a. Okay, so so guys, she has double pistol. Like, they don't feel like double pistols. They feel a lot more quicker, but they are basically double pistols. By holding L2 up, L2 gives you a slightly bigger target.
Your flesh is a weakness.
Torbjorn. So again, L2 is, which depending on target can do some more damage. It's not really spread wise, but if you get the right angle.
Double kill.
Yeah, so no, it's not really a spread type. If first ability is evade, reload, 9 ammo, or does 20% more damage, enemies low. So you have something that does more damage, or something that evades, reload.
I can make this dangerous.
Double kill.
So, okay, yeah. Because a great way to demonstrate this will be Winston. Decently bulky. So those first couple shots aren't really doing much. But then it's going into overdrive. You then have the buy. And you can combo all this. That one's a dash. And then this is her ult, which is definitely designed for support striking.
Down they go.
Major pack unlocked.
Then the late game abilities, refuel, dual rate instantly restores 50% health and regenerates 20% health per second while activated. So not bad. I think Face of Death is probably better. Gain all damage, sub brawl passive, recon specialist, and sharpshooter. So while I don't think she 100% will be a tank killer, I wouldn't be so surprised. And again, changing it back to... I'd love to say Demon Rat Mech. Changing it back to Sombra. You have her ult where you can go like this. And get a few kills. Like, if everyone group together, then you can. But like, one of her best things is just going to be a case of going and then blowing her bike up. I'm surprised. She's definitely a movement character. She can definitely do a good bit of damage. I think she's going to be changing up the outlet. And by that I do just mean I think she's going to become a threat that's going to get banned. The one game of combat I was in, she did get banned. Just from the fact of being able to do shit like that. When they recharge, I'll show you exactly.
What a thrill!
But from being able to say stuff like that, to be fair, I do need something with bigger health. Oh, Winston. Again, from being able to do stuff like that, and then not the best. But the fact of like as the game goes on, she's going to become a lot more of a threat. To the point where I do definitely think she's going to be one of those characters that are sneaky.
Oh no! Did I make a
When the fuck did they put piano in here? Just from the fact of why it's not the best. Like I say, why not the best? She does have some range, which does make her somewhat deadly. And the fact that she can do this while getting into so like I say guys, the damage numbers do start passing up, you know, climbing up. Because a full 18 with Winston on full health, that was 600. We do Reinhardt. Who we do need another clip for. But yeah, Reinhardt's definitely one of those characters that are 100% way too bulky. I say too bulky from test this with. And why I don't recommend it, she can technically fly. She does definitely seem really cool, interesting, and I can't wait to actually play her in a game.
These are troubled times for Tokyo.
Anyway, guys, oh, actually, I do. We'll do the loot box. Oh, it's a legendary. I'm about to say, wait, I got 2 legendaries from a. I'm very much confused. Wait, you can get a legendary.
These are troubled times for Tokyo. Overwatch has promised to.
So these are just the challenges for the first few weeks.
But more than anything, I wish for my.
Okay, I have no idea what the event's trying to tell me, because... Anyway, guys, also, guys, Hanzo's something to show. It's a shot. Not completely, anyway. Yeah, new Dominus skin, which does look cool. Battle Pass, the Ultimate Battle Pass, which is a skin that I personally would want from the Ultimate. And because, again, you get 2. It's either like, it looks very cool. You have a Street Rebel Mega Bundle, which, to be fair, Junk Queen doesn't look any different. Wuyang looks kind of out of place. Mizuchi kind of looks weird, and Mercy's just randomly there. So is Jetpack Cat. 4 supports and 1 tank, no DPS in there, which is weird. Then you have the Poolside Mega Bundle, which again was out last year, and I think maybe the year before. The Esports Universal Unvolt bundles there. And I think the next kind of one from that would be this, but yeah. But anyway, thanks for watching. It's the time we're signing off, and I'll see you next time. Bye.